This video is brought to you by the Critical Language Service. To learn more about our Arabic courses taught via telepresence and video conference to high schools, homeschool groups, and other academic groups, visit our website at www.criticallanguageservice.com.
And now, more on identifying roots and patterns. Once you have identified the root, you can identify the pattern. Let's see. I've also seen that أوزان are identified using consonants fa, ain, lam as neutral جذر. The following أوزان are familiar to you from your vocabulary. For وزن يفعل, you have يدرس, يحصل, يدخل, يرفض. See the pattern? And the place holding fa, ain, lam, we replace them with the root of each word, and voila, we get 4 different words, same pattern. Now for وزن فعيل, as you can see the place holding fa, ain, lam, you have جميل, pretty, كبير, big, صغير, small, وحيد, lonely. Again, you have the pattern. If you know the root, you can make words. Magic of Arabic. And last but not least, we have وزن فعالة, دراسة, to study, they study, تجارة, trade, وزارة, ministry, سياسة, politics. Notice the pattern with the place holding letters, and all you have to do is insert the root and add the pattern letters. Easy. Remember that extra letters found in longer verb أوزان include شدة, long vowels like واو, يا, ألف, but sometimes you can find واو, يا as part of the root, consonants, ميم, سين, تاء, ألف again, and occasionally noon. Examples of أوزان that contain these letters include: first وزن we have أفعال, then فعلان, مفعول, يفعل, افتعال, and مستفعل. Examples of these words are, so example for the patterns: أفعال we have أولاد, فعلان تعبان, tired, مفعول مشغول, busy, يفعل يدرس, remember, افتعال امتحان, test, and finally مستفعل مستقبل, future. You get rid of these words in orange you have here, letters, like remember, alif is the enemy of patterns, of roots, so you get rid of alif, mim, long vowels that are not part of the root, ta, mim again, and sin, you get the root. More on أوزان, patterns, and most longer أوزان are related to verbs. In lessons 4 and 6 you saw 5 verbal أوزان, remember? Do you remember? And you learned that common verb أوزان are numbered 1 to 10, 9 being the rarest وزن. The following chart shows these verb أوزان. You have not yet learned all of these verb forms. Do not worry if a few of them are unfamiliar. Look at the chart. Remember, we have أوزان from 1 to 10, excluding number 9 because it's rare to use. And we have the verbs in ماضي, مضارع, and مصدر. And as we said, like 10 times before. Each of these أوزان add an aspect of meaning to the verb. As you learn more verbs, you will develop an understanding of how various أوزان relate to each other. For now, let's look more closely at the relationship between وزن واحد and وزن اثنين. Okay, let's look at وزن واحد and وزن اثنين and see the relationship between them. As you can, see from the chart, we have وزن واحد فعل 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 and وزن فعل فعل. Both have the same basic pattern but with different vowels that makes it a different word. For the جذر دال راء سين have درس. For شين راء باء to drink شرب شرب. For زين عين لام to get upset زعل يزعل. يزعل is more used while speaking in عامية, not in فصحى. And for pattern 2 وزن اثنين, you have the same جذر with different vowels. So درس في وزن واحد means to study. In وزن اثنين it's درس and it's to teach, have someone study. Just the simplest shadda change the whole meaning even though it's in the same context. Same for شرب to drink. شرب is to have or make someone drink something. شرب. زعل to get upset. زعل زين عام لام, the same جذر with وزن 2 زعل to make someone upset, and in عامية we say يزعل. Beginning in the next chapter, new verbs will be presented in dictionary format, so let's take a look at what that is. The dictionary form lists all three stems of the verb together: ماضي, مضارع, and مصدر. The format in the vocabulary lists will look like this: دخل ماضي, يدخل مضارع present يدخل, and الدخول is مصدر entry. To memorize all these forms together, note that to enter is not a translation of دخل, just a way of listing the meaning of the stem دخل. Here represent the dictionary form of the verb. So if I want to say to use to enter, remember that to enter is infinitive and it's the equivalent of الدخول in Arabic. When I want to say دخل is he entered the past. It's past tense obviously. Okay, now let's look at how we make if clauses, condition clauses in Arabic. We use إذا, which is the equivalent kind of if, plus ماضي. An example: so if I succeed, I will say إذا, and succeed in the past is نجحت. Another example is if I studied. We all said that one point in our life. We have إذا, if, إذا درست. Again, if clause is إذا plus ماضي.